folks. It's Tuesday, and I'm Terrietime, and this is my little psychic hyena. You feel like giving blessings? Blessings. Come on. No blessings today? There you go. Little short blessing. She don't really feel like blessing you mutts today. And actually, it's going to be a quiet little Tuesday because my little informants have run out of clips. Everybody is keeping their mouths shut, unbelievably, about me anyway. Soulflow said a couple little things are not even really worth playing. I'll just tell you what he said. I'll do a quick recap. He was driving in his car, acting like the gay, happy-go-lucky, penitentiary, woman-beating, ungrateful punk that he is. And he said something to the effect, well, Leprechaun, who would be Johnny Mac, what did you do with the $50 cash app that Terrietime gave you? The meth head in Texas. I'll take that. It's way better than what he's been saying. For one thing, you have no idea how many cash apps I gave Johnny Mac. None. But I will guarantee you there was a thank you on every one of them, unlike you. And I'm still tempted to just go ahead and post the rest of your ungratefulness. But since you've laid off of me, which is quite remarkable in itself, I'm just going to let it ride. And that's really the only clip I got. So I was going to do a mukbang, but I'm not hungry. I actually got some good snap that's got the diet stuff in it. And I'm not eating. If you can tell by my face, I'm losing weight, but I want to be in fine shape when my Kevy gets out. Fine shape. So I was born and bred a hillbilly and a redneck. It's not something that you learn. And you know who I'm talking to. Miss, I'm from Compton. I'm a gangster. And now all of a sudden you're an Alabama redneck with a buck knife. Come on. You don't change. You're either born with it and it's in your DNA, or you just don't have what it takes. Sorry. Sorry, but that's the real world, and that's how it acts. I do have a small unboxing to do. I had a wonderful birthday. I got lots of things, but I had to unbox them in front of the people. But I kept one box, and I hope I can remember where I put it. Oh, I know exactly where it is. That I got from Dixie. But my daughter got me this Trump shirt a while ago. Trump. It's time we circle back. But look at the new hat she got me. It says, let's go, Brandon. F you, Joe Biden. And that song was a rage. I don't know if any of you have heard it. Let's Go Brandon was a song parody. It went nationwide because all the NASCAR fans were yelling, F you, Biden. F you, Biden. And the stupid announcers, the snowflakes, the liberals didn't want to say what they were really saying. They said, let's go, Brandon. And it went viral. Viral, people. Millions and millions of copies of it. Well, the young man that wrote that song now has leukemia, and it's tragic. So I want anybody, whether you're a snowflake, liberal, race card holder, whatever you are, please wish this man well wishes, because that was ingenious. He shot to stardom, and I am following him, and that's how I knew that he had leukemia. There's my new hat. Can you read it? I sure hope so, because that's exactly how I feel. And now for my nails. I hope you can read these nails. They're very small print. But if you can't read them, I'll read them for you. They say, and I quote, eat shit and die. And that's how I feel about the bottom feeders still. and about the mob wives. And everybody is so worried about Johnny Mac and pizza. That is not my problem. I don't control those dudes, either one of them. They do what they want to do. I go in whoever's chat I feel like going in. I'm grown. That's how things work. You go where you want to go. You support who you want to support. I have been putting glowing comments on all the hate channels, though I'm finding glowing comments. I'm going to start putting them in my lives, too. Because there's some funny channels out there. Funny ones. And now I'm going to shake the pills for hillbillies, redneck, Trumpsters, everywhere. And actually, there's a Trump store, and I'm going to take you guys in there. That's where my daughter got this. And I have a package to open from my wonderful Dixie. And everything else. I got flowers, I got cards, I got new fish that I ordered for myself, and they're in the aquarium back there. But I'm going to go get that package and open it with you and try it on and see what you think of it. And I'm going to stand up and show my full body and walk, something a lot of you are not capable of doing, let alone show your face. God forbid anybody see your bodies. Okay, people. You see my body? This is the box. I think Dixie is trying to tell me to get busy and do something that I love to do and get out, start trying out my weapons. Dixie, I'm going to do that, girl. But I've never had these before in my life. So this is brand new, so I'm going to try them on with you people. And she said that she got them in pink, but then when I got my hair color changed to purple, she went out and got them in purple. So I'm anxious to try these on. And I'm anxious to go fire my guns up. I can go to my brother-in-law and blow some stuff up with that tenement. Blow up some old washers, some old cars, shoot some cars. Have us a ball. Here's the safety glasses. And now you're going to get to see me for the other part. Here we go. Have to take my hat off for this. There we go. How's that look? I wish I could pick up one of my real guns, but I know how these people like to report things, so I'm not going to do it. How you like these, Hyena? Do they look good? They sure do. They look fantastic. I know they do. Dixie, I love you, girl. These look perfect. I can just see myself in them. I'm going to get a picture of me out there. I'm a very good marksman. Very good. Excellent, as a matter of fact. Thank you, Dixie. They fit perfect. They look wonderful. Nothing like being fashionable when you go shooting. Know what I mean? No, most of you don't know what I mean. Especially you felons, because you can't own firearms. So that would be practically all of you mob wives. Believe me, I own them. And how you doing on that deep dive? I haven't heard any of you mention that. I was going to give you a second married name. I think I'm going to go ahead and give it to you anyway. Even though you seem to be slacking in the exposing department. I could have told you there's nothing to find out on me. Nothing! I even told them about my snap usage. They didn't even find that out. So, my second married name. Now, you know what? I'm not going to tell you anything else. You shut up about me. I'm just going to let it ride. Let you do something. My God, I'm not going to do everything for you. You're so pitiful. Oh, look how my purple shows up on these braids. I really like my hair braid. I really love these fingernails. I don't know if you can see the writing. I don't know if it's upside down, right side up. Eat shit and die. If you got a trigger, don't come in my room. I do not want any snowflakes in here, any race cards, any people whining about how sick they are, any cop callers, which would leave all the mob wives out because they're basically all cop callers too. Tell you what, you pull up in my yard, there won't be no cops involved. I'm sure I can handle it. Now, there is one thing I want to get very straight, because somebody is still running their old mouth, but it's actually coming to me in screenshots, and that would be Minnie Deborah. I've got a full docs on you, and you know I do. And you know I know some shit about you nobody else does. But one thing nobody knows is what this backstabbing female looks like, because nobody has ever seen a picture of her. So I heard that she was a top-notch person in FBS's ear. Well, FBS, you're fucking up, because that bitch don't know nothing. I brought her over there. She doesn't know a thing about anything. Period. And the story about the Gucci purse, or not the Gucci purse, the Louis Vuitton purse, and I'm going to find a video and get a picture of that purse. The witch had gotten a Gucci purse. And, of course, the bottom feeders, being what they are, I could have cared if it was real or fake. I don't care about material things. The only material thing I care about are my Pekingese. So they were all saying it was fake and blah, 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 blah. Well, I didn't really care if it's fake or not. It doesn't matter to me. But I knew I had a genuine Louis Vuitton that one of my wonderful, wonderful puppy people that I loved with all my heart had sent me. And I'd had it about 11 years, never been out of the wrapper, never unwrapped it. And so when they were making fun of the witch's Gucci purse, I said, well, I've got a genuine Louis Vuitton. You want to look at that? And I got it out, and I showed it. I hung it up like this and swung it around and showed everybody. Well, Minnie said, I've never had a Gucci purse. I've never had a Gucci purse in my whole life. Blah, 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 blah. So I'm thinking, Minnie's my friend. A big, bad mistake. We had talked every morning for a year. She was supposed to be doing certain things for me, which she wasn't. She was backstabbing me. I didn't believe anybody until I saw the proof. Well, 2 days after I sent her that purse, and she knew that it wasn't something I just had laying around here willy-nilly. It had come from a wonderful friend of mine, a puppy person that lived in San Antonio that had had a stroke and had went in a nursing home. And I said, well, as long as she won't find out, I would be glad to give it to you. 2 days after I mailed that purse to her, I found out what she'd been doing. I got all the evidence. And I still would have never asked her for it back, even though it was eating my stomach out knowing. Because the very day I showed the purse, right after that show, Common Sense offered me $3,000 for it. Then I looked it up on eBay, and it was worth $8,000 or $10,000. So she's probably sold it, because she's a broke bitch. Because guess what? She got fired, too. I bet how many of you know that. I know everything, Minnie. So keep running your mouth, or you better get that purse wrapped up and sent back to me. Because that purse was more than just a Louis Vuitton, and I don't need the money. I want it because the woman that originally sent it to me loved me and cared about me and loved my dogs, unlike you. You're a pillhead, and you got fired. Does anybody know that? Well, I hope they do now. You had better, if you haven't sold it and spent the money on it, get that purse back to where it belongs. Because I can think of several people I'd rather have that purse than you. Or I'd keep it here in a shrine like I had it. I had no intention. Oh, and let me show you the print that FBS was going to get until he showed his true damn colors. And I'm so glad he did, because I will I've already found somebody that would love my Howard Stern Leroy Neiman print. There it is. It's probably worth 10 grand. I don't even know. Probably more. Right there's the Leroy Neiman. 1994. There was only 1,000 of those printed. That's the only reason he was being halfway nice to me, because he thought he was going to get my Howard Stern collection, and he would have. But I knew he was a snake. I didn't really know Minnie was a snake until later, but I knew FBS was a snake because even after I told him, you know, you're insulting a lot of people by talking about Trump and hillbillies and rednecks. In fact, I'm one of them, and I was giving him big money, and I said, you know, you keep insulting people like that, you can kiss your money goodbye, because there's lots of people that like Trump, and I don't require anybody's donations. Never have. Right there's the print. I also had his whole VHS collection. I also had all his CDs from the radio, Eagle here in Texas, and WKBW in Buffalo, New York. The whole collection. And I thought, well, somebody that appreciates Howard like FBS would love that collection. Well, guess what? I'd rather have it go to a Pekingese shelter than him. Anybody get it. My daughter knows how much that print's worth. She probably won't keep it. So, I will never get rid of another priceless item to some phony baloney that's not my real fan. So, Minnie, you probably have sold the purse, because I know you got fired. Now everybody does. I know a lot more, too, and if you want me to go ahead and fully dox you, I would just like to see what you look like, because you must be incredibly ugly or something, that nobody has seen your picture, ever. Nobody I've talked to. And were you all, what FBS wasn't your big problem with Chicago Muscle that he wouldn't show his face? Well, Minnie don't show her face. She's up in SoFlo's ear. She couldn't stand him just like I could. And we were both sick of listening to him, shaking the pictures around, shaking Angel Gotti's picture, shaking MRE's picture. That's all he did every day. We were both sick of him. So I don't know what kind of shit she's telling you now, but I'm telling you right now, you better not trust her. I'm trustworthy. When I turn on people, they know why, just like FBS knows why. Way before I finally left, he knew how I was feeling. And like I said before, he threw good people away to stick up for that rapist, pool stick beating person. And I'm tired of people whining to me about pizza. I am not on Pizza's panels. I'm not in his chats. What him and Johnny Mac do, get it through your heads. I don't have control over either one of them, don't want to. I control my own self. I control Terrietime, and that's it. Minnie, I saw what you said. Fuck Terrietime. Really? You should have never said that, because I have got more shit on you than you'll ever know. And if you take that purse, you think of it every time you use it. You scrounge if you still have it. You know that purse was sent to me by somebody that cared about me, like all my things are sent to me by people that care about me. And you go ahead and just keep using it, because I'm going to keep talking about it every single time I go live. And every time I go live, I'm going to let out a little bit more of your lie. I know exactly where you live. I know exactly where you used to work. I know why you got fired, and you know I do, because I was on the phone with you. And then I sent you the purse, and then 2 days later, I got the information that I needed, that you were backstabbing me. So you better, if you still have the purse, you better send it back. Because as long as you have that purse, you're going to have nothing but bad karma. Nothing but bad karma. And you deserve it. Because you know I didn't just throw you a purse that I had laying around here. You knew that purse meant something, just like the Howard Stern collection means something to me. So, since everybody's been being pretty much quiet, and me and Kevin are getting along wonderfully. I can't wait till he gets out, because he's going to have a prison channel and prison stories that's going to blow everybody out of the water. And I notice I've been seeing suddenly a certain person is a redneck carrying a buck knife from Alabama. You can't just turn into a redneck, people. It has to be born into you. You have to be born in the mountains like me and raised on a farm like me. You can't just come out one day and say, oh, wow, I'm a redneck because I know Ryan Upchurch. No, it doesn't work that way. You're the product of your environment and your upbringing. I was brought up to be a worker, save my money, don't ever depend on anybody for money, not a man, not anybody, and I never had. I'm happy to say that I have been so totally independent, even though I've been married 6 times. I had my own money, my own checking accounts. I never had to depend on a man for anything. I still don't. I was raised in the mountains. I know how to live. I know how to shoot. I know how to not let people hurt my feelings every 5 minutes and boo-hoo and cry because somebody's hurt my feelings. I can handle everything perfectly fine myself. And so, every single time you look at that purse, you probably don't have a conscience. I can't imagine that you do. Or you wouldn't be lying about how you said you didn't really want it. It was too big and blah, blah, blah. You're a liar. You are a straight-up liar, a straight-up backstabber, and there's nothing. And you're worse than the worst because you don't have a platform. You just put your little things in the comments, but guess what? I get them all. I get everything you people say. When Terrietime is mentioned, good or bad, I get it. I receive it. And I just stood up and showed you my wonderful physique. I was 72 on the 25th. If any of you guys want to talk about old ladies or body parts, wait till you get in your 70s and run that mouth, because until then, I don't see any of you showing me shit. I am proud of Amy for showing her face finally. Finally, one of them's coming out and showing her face. But my little hyena has no problem with the truth. I don't have a problem with the truth. And her predictions are that the bottom feeders have totally infiltrated the mob feeders now. The mob wives. You're two of the same. You all call cops. You all lie about what you were and what you are. You all show pictures of kids and families. So you're the same. A perfect combination. But I guarantee you, you will never be in any of my other communities. None of you. Ever. And thankfully, I have many communities to hang out with. Many. And I'm going to hang with Johnny Mac as long as I want to hang with Johnny Mac. And I don't care who he's friends with, because I don't care. That doesn't affect me. He can be friends with whoever he wants. I can get along with that. So, I think I've done everything. This wasn't going to be a very long one, and if my snap wasn't so good, somehow, I think it's the same cook. But I was kind of complaining about how I wasn't losing no weight on it. So I think he might have put a diet thing in it. Whatever it is, I'm losing weight and I'm loving it because I want to look fine when my Kevin gets out of prison. Oh, yes, I do. So, everyone, Dixie, I think those shooting things look fine on me. And when I go over to my brother-in-law's, and who knows, it may be this weekend, I will have somebody take some pictures of me, and I'll post them on my Instagram because I wouldn't want to put them on YouTube. And Durkee is doing wonderful. He's still sober. I talked to him the other morning. Look at my beautiful fingernail job. Look at that. That's my paw prints. Can you believe how wonderful my damn nail tech is? She is the best in my wonderful hair person. Eat shit and die. Eat shit and die, people. And I may do a live this weekend, an actual live. I don't know. I have to make myself get on. I lost 2 of my videos, if you're looking for them, the fantastic Grammy ones where I told SoFlo off and told FBS off. I accidentally deleted them by trying to delete the one that I wanted deleted that had the wrong date on it. So they're gone, and they were masterpieces, and I can't do them unless the same scenario comes up again, and I really haven't heard any of them running their mouth. The 2 little clips I got of SoFlo are lame. I'm not even going to play them because they're stupid. He called me a meth head in Texas. Adios, amigo. At least I haven't been to prison. Haven't robbed anybody. Haven't beat anybody nearly to death. I've been beaten nearly to death by jokes like you. But I haven't robbed anybody. Ever. I don't have any kids in prison. If you're doing a deep dive, keep doing it, because I'm not ready to give up my number two name yet. So I'm going to get off of here. This was just a short little clip to let you know there's a Tuesday with Terrietime. Let you know about the purse, the real story about the purse, my Louis Vuitton. And when I looked it up and seen how much it was really worth, I couldn't believe it. I could not believe that backstabbing, filthy female, unemployed, she may have a job by now, but she was fired. She was fired from her job after 25 years, and I know exactly why. So, keep it up, Minnie. Keep running your mouth and saying, F you, Terrietime. And we'll just see how far you want this to go. You either say you sold the thing and you don't have it, or you send that thing back to me where it belongs. With the person that gave it to me with love. Let's go, Brandon. Please send out your well wishes to Lorenzo, who wrote the song. He's a young entertainer. And I've been watching him. I'm subscribed to him. He's got leukemia and he's taking treatment right now. So he started a craze that went across America. And whether you believe it or not, I'm not heartless. I do care for people and I care for him. So I'm going to be posting tributes to him every now and then. So anyway, love you guys. Tammy, my soulmate. Sylvia, my dot. And Dixie, my weapon girl, arming, ready. I got my flags hanging. I got my stuff ready to wear to go shoot. And I'm itching to shoot. Because for 72-year-old eyes, I'm a crack shot. A crack shot. I'm really good at it. So anyway, I'm living in the great state of Texas, but my heart belongs to the mountains of Appalachia, where I grew up. Yeah. And I'm a Trump gal. And I'm going to go to a Trump store. And I'm going to buy some more Trump stuff. So, get ready. I've just begun with my Trump crusade. And if you don't like it, bye. So, ciao.